Did you see that right?
No, we need to ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Det var bare, om du kunne læse til med lyset, nu sad han lidt med.
Is that okay? We're in the middle. When people throw things, they'll be aiming at you. That's okay. Bye. And as if by magic. That's great. What did you do?
Nothing.
Merry Christmas! Yay! Welcome. Oh my God, there's so many of you. So wonderful. Welcome to a wonderful Christmas Eve service. Great delight, two absolutely wonderful friends. Somebody just said there's a bromance going on. Yeah, we'll go with that. Jack and Lola from Denmark, who were they were met last night in Gatwick Arrival Lounge by a mad Viking.
Oh yes.
Who was also being chased around by the security. So never mind, but we got back safely. So anyway, welcome to our service. We will have our service now, which will follow our usual format for a divine service. After which we will be having carols, mulled wine, mince pies, teas, coffees, whatever. All right, so just enjoy the service. Enjoy, this is Christmas. Forget the fuss and that is the word I was looking for, honestly. Forget the fuss. I was trying to go fuss and hassle together. We're going to fassle. Forget the fuss and all the hassle of getting ready for this time. Do you know what's most important? Look around the tables you sat at and the people you sat with. That's Christmas. So yes. Enjoy the service. Thank you. Sir, if I may ask you for the opening prayer, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you, Lawrence, and thank you, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be back here in Poole and have the opportunity to do this Christmas Eve service. We have really been looking forward to it. Just for a start, if I can just invite you to that together, that we can embrace that lovely energy of the Creator and getting together within that energy and just be. And I ask you to join my prayer, maybe make it yours. with open eye, the head up, and meet and be with somebody that you know very well. So my God, my Creator, as I stand here in front of you this day, this Christmas Eve day, I invite you to come and be with me and within me. I invite you to come and meet each and every one the way they know you. And if there should be one or two that don't know you yet, I ask you to meet them in a way that will bring them comfort, that will bring them healing. I ask that you will bring each and every one of us continuous light and love as you have done in eternities. I believe that in the future, starting today, you will allow each and every one to let each tear we will let fall give life. Make ourselves grow. Make those around us safe. Believing that within that moment that we'll raise our heads and embrace you. You will embrace us. And I know that you will embrace each and every one, whether they have the head up or both. So my Lord, my Father God, I leave this lovely Christmas Eve service in your capable hands. I'm sure each and every one will take part within that love, that light, and that joy. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jack. Beautiful. And now, if you care to, please join in with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you. And we now unite in this time of healing, this time where we just send out our unconditional love to whoever or wherever we are drawn. Because love is healing, healing is love. It is just giving of yourselves, not seeking validation back, just to give in the spirit of love, of unity, of harmony. So during this time, we'd invite you to send out those thoughts, those prayers, to wherever you are drawn. And we also invite you during this time, if you wish to add somebody in particular, just simply raise your hand. When I point to you, just call out their name. That is all that is required. The intelligence of spirit knows the thought and knows the need and will act accordingly. So just enjoy this moment, this time, this little haven of peace and of meditation. But most of all, this time where we can just help each other, just for the joy of helping. Thank you.
Heather and Jim.
Shirley and Terry. Charles. Janet Terry. Kathy. Chloe. John. Maggie and Ian.
Boney Hawkins.
Amy and Anita.
Sarah and Neil.
Divine and infinite Spirit, in and through whom things are found, we thank you for this time of healing, and especially at this time of year, we send out our thoughts to all those who lay on beds of sickness, and especially to those who tend and care for them, wherever or whatever their occupation or relationship is. That giving of yourself in service for others is the highest calling that we can achieve whilst on this earth plane. So we wish them well, we wish them peace, we wish them joy, and we wish that at this time of year they will find their special moment, their time to link in with the divine of all things, and just to celebrate the gift of life. Amen.
Amen.
I'd now like to invite Lola for your reading.
Yes. This is a story that Gerd Gruber has written. It's called The Rose of Jericho. I hope everybody can hear me.
Yes.
Thank you. Mary woke up with a sit. Joseph woke her up, and his face was very serious. I dreamed something last night, he said. An angel clearly told us to flee to Egypt. We will know later everything else. Mary was shocked. Was she going to have one more nightmare? As if the suspicion around the conception wasn't enough. Not to mention the barn she had to give birth in. And now on the run? All the way to Egypt. But suddenly she calmed down. She looked at the child and was convinced that he would protect them. The dangerous journey, for the great promises were attached to him. She remembered the 3 gifts from the wise men: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They each had to symbolize something good. She had thought about the gift and understood that the gold had to mean that the boy would be like King David. The incense had to mean that he was to be a priest like Melchizedek. The myrrh, that he should be a prophet like Moses. However, she thought something was missing, but put it away, as it probably was just a mother's ambition. Mary, said Joseph, we must go. They gathered things together and put everything in the saddlebags. When Mary sat on the donkey with the boy, her fear had completely gone. She looked at the child and thought that God would surround them with love and security. But the fear soon returned when they came to the great desert through which they have to pass. And there was the desert as far as the eye could see. How was they supposed to cope? Fright and fear filled her mind. No, 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 it's too much, she thought. Through a barren desert. She pulled the child close to her and tried to protect it. They traveled all day through the desert, and in the evening they reached a rock cave where they could spend the night. But it was already inhabited. Still they were invited inside. An old man looked at the boy and said, "How can you take the boy into the desert? There are so many dangers out there." Joseph answered, "An angel commanded us to flee to Egypt, but we will be protected along the way because God has planned for this child." At birth, something wonderful happened. The boy received 3 wonderful gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So I think he will give gifts to people because he himself has received gifts. The stranger became very thoughtful and looked at the child. "I also want to give the present to a boy," said the man eagerly, and reached behind for a tuft of withered grass. Do we have that? Like this one. It is the Rose of Jericho. It got its name from a city of Jericho which lies like an oasis in the middle of the desert. Jericho is fruitful and gives life to many. I myself grew up in a city, and they told about the rose, that if you give it as a Christian gift, you can be sure that the child has the same quality as the rose. And then the old man told about the amazing properties of the rose, how life came into it at the slightest moisture, and that it could never die. It didn't even need soil. Never die, never give life. That's what she thought the other 3 gifts were missing. She looked at the Rose of Jericho. Now she understood that her son should see the unseen, where others just pass by. He was to be a rose whom people would be drawn to. He was never to die, but bring eternity into time. The rose must absolutely mean that he was the Son of God. Her boys were both king, priest, prophet, and Son of God. In the corner she saw a bundle of clothes begin to move. Next she saw a face, and finally a small human body which stood up. "I'm healthy, Dad," the girl exclaimed. "A warm feeling went through my body when you gave the Rose of Jericho to the strangers." The man kneeled, crying down, and said, "Now I know that my daughter will get well. Just as water brings life to the Rose of Jericho, tears of prayer and tears of joy will cause the baby boy to give life to those who need." Mary blessed the rose, saying, "O Rose of Jericho, you will bring word out of my son everywhere in the world, and on his birthday people will rejoice at the miracle of life. The children must rejoice, and the adults must wonder. And you, stranger," she added, "because you were prompted to give my son a gift, you must experience the reward of giving. It is the blessing that always comes with giving gifts. Well, now you have met it. Look at your daughter." The old man smiled and embraced his daughter. The next morning, the travelers said goodbye to the strangers. They placed the Rose of Jericho on the saddleback next to the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. A star appeared in the sky and led the 3 figures and the donkey on through the desert to Egypt. Thank you.
Hey, well done. I've been practicing all morning. Seriously. Done really well. And I'd like now to invite Jack to give his address upon the reading. Thank you, sir. He
Thank you,
hasn't
Lord.
been practicing.
Thank you, Lawrence. No, I really hasn't, and I've had some thoughts. I have had some thoughts. One of the things I've been thinking about is, does Lawrence manage to remember my name today?
Yes.
He did, and that's a good start. That's actually a gift, isn't it? And that's kind of what the reading are talking about. Christmas is about gifts, but maybe not gifts in the way we are thinking. How many of you have been busy running around the shops, buying gifts to family, to friends, having the house full of paper to wrapping the gifts and things.
Yeah.
Everything is just a mess, as a stress, isn't it? But that's not the kind of gifts Christmas is about, is it? I believe that we can gather here at Poole Christian Spiritual Church is a gift in itself. It don't need any paper. It don't need any wrapping. Don't need any mess, even though it can be sometimes. All it needs is a presence, isn't it? And like the story here about Jericho's rose, that's basically the story about the little boy that we're celebrating this day, or these days, if I can put it this way, isn't it? That little boy, that Christianity is built on. It is a Christian spiritual church we are in, so we thought it would be appropriate to bring this reading in, because I believe that this celebration of God's Son, of God's child, if I can put it that way. Think about, who is it we are celebrating these days? It's me. It's you. Isn't it? Because we're all kids or children of God, aren't we?
Yes.
And think about the three wise men was giving the free gifts. The gold. We would all like gold, won't we? The fragrance.
The other one.
And the myrrh. but the greatest gift was maybe the one that was given of the old man. He wasn't mentioned in the story, was he? But he was maybe the one that gave the greatest gift. The withered grass. The rose of Jericho. That gift that was given to God's child, that was given to each and every one of us, that never can die. And ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about when did spiritualism start? Some people are talking about March 31, 1848, isn't it? But think about it. Maybe it was a few years earlier when the gift of Jericho's rose was given. The symbol of eternal life can never die. This rose was bought a year ago, have been dry in a drawer for the last year. Lawrence saw it when we came with it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Quite withered, quite poor to look at. A few drops of water and you can see it start growing again. So if you think about us, the gift each and every one of us have had from that old man, he didn't have any expectations. He had a sick daughter that was healed by the gift he was giving to somebody else. A gift that contains so much strength. It contains that much healing. I believe it can cure everything. But that must mean that we can cure everything. And I believe that even though we have this event we call death, as Jericho's rose, we won't die. And think about, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure a lot of us have had tears about over those that is not amongst us anymore. Try to think of every tear is giving life. Every tear contains so many memories, doesn't it? And every tear, I believe, contains so much joy, so much happiness. Because sometimes I think we forget when we're getting hurt. Why are we getting hurt? Because we love and we have been loved. If we don't have emotions, if we don't have feelings that way, if we don't have love within us, we won't be able to be hurt, will we? But because we have got that fantastic gift of all what Jericho's rose contains, with that friends, with that eternal life, with that ability to go with it and come back to life again. So think about, ladies and gentlemen, at the times we all have during our lives where we can, even one of us, can feel in a dark place, we can feel withered. Even our own tears can nurture the rose within us. So I do believe that if each and everyone have that thought, even though there is hard times, even though there is tears, and we have to accept that Christmas, we're talking about it as a time to be good to each other, time to love each other. But also times to cry, isn't it? It's where the memories sometimes become strongest. But also believe with that thought that's maybe where we should look at what's behind the tears, with that joy, with that happiness that is in many of the tears. And with that, think about, why are we so focused on being good to each other around Christmas? Last time I looked at my diary, there's 12 or 11 other months, isn't there? Why don't we write joy, happiness, bringing gifts to each other rest of the year? Maybe it's because the memories and the tears is frightening us sometimes. We don't want them all the year, do we? But I believe even though, if we are aware of them or not, they will follow us each day, won't they? There can be times we can take them up, we can look at them and say, whoa, this is what's going on with me today. I don't want that. I'll put it in a drawer and save it for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll let my tear fall and the rose will bloom again. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I can just leave you with that thought of the gift we all can give. I would love to bring a rose for each and every one of you to give you as a gift. Not because I'm a wise man, but I guess because I'm becoming an old man. Maybe. But what I can give, what we can give you, is maybe the thought of joy and happiness. And remember, the tears, all the good things a tear can contain. And a reminder of the rose we all carry within us, because it has been given to each and every one of us as a gift many, many years ago. So I hope I can leave you with those thoughts and that gift from the old man. Thank you.
Tack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're now going to move on to our piece of music for the day. Jack? Jack's going to lead you singing. No, that's fine. Right. Now you may notice some lines are in red, are they not?
Yes.
So, the red lines only is Jack's team.
It's your good guys, yes?
And Jack's team is that side of the road.
You should say yes, not laugh.
Okay?
Yes, Jack. Right, you down.
So this side of the church only sings the red lines only. Okay? And in the order they are on the sheet. Have we got that?
Yes.
Lawrence.
I've got the best team. I've got the team that's really going to be putting the rocks and foundation into the song, haven't we?
Yes. Which team are we on?
Can we swap?
We can do better than that, can't
Sorry?
Which team are we on in the middle?
No, you're not. You've got a line.
Oh.
Look.
Two of us can.
Make your mind up, love. Which side of the line are you on? I think I'll have to say that today. So, are we ready?
Yes.
Oh dear, can we swap sides?
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see?
Do you see what I see?
Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I
see? Do you see what I see?
A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? Do you know what I know?
do that afterwards. By the way, we were going to do the collection in the middle of that, but never mind. No, we'll do that in a minute. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to hand over to the lovely Lola and Jack for their demonstration of evidential mediumship. Hang on, I ain't got there yet.
No, just one.
Just remember, please, during this time, this does again require your participation. So if either Lola or Jack should come to you a nice clear yes, no, or maybe, and that will strengthen and build that link. So it's a
Yes. No. Maybe.
nailed it. Lola.
Yes. So again, you can hear me, everybody?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey? Can you hear what I hear?
No. I'm aware of a man here, and I know he's a brother or a very good friend, and I think his passing is around the 60s. He's around 60 years old when he passed. I know he liked to drink a bit, and I feel this man was very, how you call it, a little, he liked to fight, and he liked to, tease people in a good way sometimes, and sometimes he could be a rude. Yeah.
Feisty.
Feisty. Does anybody know a man like that in the spirit world? Maybe. He liked very much to hang around bars, and he liked to be seen in bars, and he was a bit bossy. He could be a bit, feisty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. That's the word. Are you with me?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? Does it make sense? He was around the 50s, 60s, late 50s, in the 60s.
It was around then, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
And his passing was quite quick.
Yeah, relatively quick, yeah.
And I feel him. I feel this drinking was infected his yes, thank you, and he had a hard time eating solid food.
Yeah, he may have done,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You have been close to this guy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
He's telling me here about story around Christmas when he. It's not a pleasant story. He's showing me here because he started drinking very heavily around Christmas.
probably did, yeah, he's Irish, so.
Start at Christmas and finish in January.
Yes. But I know he comes here with kind of. It's. I feel it's not the word sorry, but I feel he left some people behind him that he was very not so good with, if you understand. Yeah. And this is not the idea with Christmas, because the drinking went all over the place, and he left his family, and quite a mess from him. But he's telling me here that he's very sorry, and sorry, not the word sorry, but it was just the way he was. But the love would never die. The love is very important around Christmas, he's telling me. And if people around him who you must just bring the message that he loved everybody, but he just couldn't cope with life. He just couldn't cope with feelings, and it was just too much. So he drank.
Right.
So, well, thank you for letting me work with him.
Well, that's it, is it? You just do one.
What?
You just do one and that's it.
Yes.
1,600 miles, I'm going to do them.
Okay. Very rude. Well, I'm aware of a wonderful little lady coming in. She was around, I feel she was around 80, 70 or 80 when she passed. And I feel like she died home. And she was very happy with that, because she was very afraid of going to the hospital and never come back. But her wish was to die at home, and she did. She's telling me here. I know this was a little lady. She was not very tall. And I know she, in her later years, she bent forward when she was walking. And I know there was something about her hands, because she's showing me when she could, taking home the groceries, her hands was painful. So I know somebody here helped her with the grocery. Does anybody know a lady like that? Thank you. And it's a very close relationship. Yes. And it makes sense she died at home. Yes. And was very, very happy about that. Yes. Yeah. And the passing was very calm. There was no, it was just calm. She just let go, and it was very nice for her. You took care of her the last couple of years of her life. Yes. Yeah, and she's very, 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 she's grateful for that. And without her, your love, and without your concern, and without the caring, her life was very still, quiet. Yes. So you brought life to her. You brought life into her room when you came. Yes. She loved Christmas as well. Not the work. She was glad that she couldn't do that anymore. But she liked the. She saw she's. How do you say it?
Tree.
Yes, the ornaments. She loved all the decorations and all the tiny little lights, and she just loved it. And she's making me aware of the telly. She watched every. You must have lots of Christmas shows. Mm. Yeah, she loved that. Yeah. She's now showing me you did something with a pillow underneath her legs. Yes. And it was so wonderful. She's just bringing me that. That was comfort, that was joy, that was lovely. Yeah. It's about being proud of who you are. And you know, and being proud. She's so proud of you. It's something about you. She's telling me here something about a rough time. Come on, please. She's talking here about a rough time. She won't tell me what it is, and that's very good. But you coped with it very nicely. You came out with your dignity. Does this make sense? And she's very proud of that. You really did a very hard work getting out of it. Yes. But you must know you are very much loved. And she's so grateful that I can say that again, she's very grateful that you took care of her. And again, without your love and without the gift you gave her, she wouldn't last that long in such wonderful company. But she's very much okay. I think that's the word. Yeah. So lots of love to you, and greatness, and thank you. Yeah.
Lovely. Should we give her hand? So thank you, Lola. I can't even pronounce her name. For God's sake.
That's a very strange
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Has anyone got a spare room
Oh, the toilet.
or a stable?
Okay, I might be in the loft. I don't know. But I do know the gentleman I do have with me here, and actually I feel like his wife is with him, but he's the one that's stepping forward here. I do know with this gentleman I do have with me here, and he feels to me like a family member. I know the way he's coming in here and blending with me is with a lot of fun and a lot of joy. So I know there's a great sense of humor with him there, and I do feel that he got to quite a good age. Let me see. I feel like I actually feel I'm in early 80s. I feel like I managed to celebrate my 80 years birthday there. So and it was quite happy about that. And I do know here, as I know the wife is with him in spirit. I'm not really having her here, but I know he's talking about her, and I know the two of them had a quite good relationship between them. But I also know with him that he loved things around Christmas, and he is bringing some of the Christmas memories in from his life here as well. And I do feel with him one thing was all the good foods and things, and I do feel with him that he had quite a good life, if I can put it that way. But he did enjoy life in any aspects there. Let me see. Let me see. And I do feel with him here as well. Let me see. If I'm right here, he was he loved the Christmas trees and things as well. I can't see. Yeah, there is a star on this one at the top. But I feel with this lovely gentleman here that he would be the one that didn't bother so much about the rest of the tree, but he wanted to put this star on the top of the tree there. And I do feel it's family member here. I'm not sure when would anybody understand a lovely gentleman like this. I know that his wife was quite well known for her. And he says this little laugh for her kitchen skills. Is the way he's bringing it forward. So I know there's some humor about it, and I'm sure he will bring that more forward as well here. But I know he enjoyed her food, and let's see here. And I know that whoever he wants to come to here, there's memories together as well. That going out at night time and looking up at the stars, talking about the skies, the stars, and things. So who would understand this, gentleman? Nobody. So sad, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. I do feel with him here. I'm not letting him go like that. I can tell you because I'm here. I'm staying, and that's very much who he was. But let me see here. Somebody here must have done. Okay, let me see here. I know with him there would be the name James, not necessarily his name, but the name James must be connected with him here. And I know he's putting my attention to the reading as well. So I know Mary must be significant. Oh, so.
He loved the stars. His wife was a brilliant cook, full of fun, loved the sea, and just what you were saying. But it's very, this is stars bit you said.
Yeah, and you understand the James and the Mary.
James, that's it. Sorry, that was what.
Okay, because
James
he
is
just
the
brought
family name.
those names in.
It's the
So
family name.
that's the family name. Okay, and that's perfect. That's his way to make me sure that he is here. But you understand.
I don't know him, so.
No, but you know of him. But you understand the part with his wife that is with him in spirit as well. Did you know her?
No.
No. So it's not good to bring her forward.
He keeps telling me she was an excellent cook, and nobody's beat his nan cook.
Okay,
Good in
so
mine.
you know about them, but I can tell you the way he's coming in. He is coming in with that joy and that fun and the love of food. And would I be right talking about here that you are not cooking as much anymore as you used to?
No, not one of my skills.
But it's just the awareness from spirit and the joy he's coming forward with there. But you must understand one thing is all the joy he had have had with Christmas in his life. But you must understand there around yourself as well. The joy or previous joy around Christmas, but it's like it has been withered a little bit, like the rose. You understand that? So whatever it is, don't be. I won't say. Don't be afraid of the tears.
There's lots of them in there.
Okay, as long as it makes sense. Don't be afraid of the tears. Think about the reading. What the tears can do with you, how it can bring life. Not only with you, but also with your surroundings, and with that love and that healing, that ability that actually is in that rose. You do have that in you, you know.
Thank you.
Each one also have that. And for what it's worth, with the relationship you have with him, he is coming in with that strength of the rose, that healing from the rose for you and your family.
My husband and are very close. My husband absolutely idolises him. I
Okay.
can feel him now.
Okay, fantastic, because I feel that's what he's coming in with, and coming with that upliftment, and that thought of joy and happiness. Make room for it. Make room for it. Okay, and don't be afraid of the tears. Don't be afraid of the tears. They're giving so much life. So thank you for joining in here and okay. Would you understand for what you know of with this gentleman, he could be quite an entertainer as well.
Oh yes, the Elsons were.
Okay, because he would be the one standing up here. I wish you were Merry Christmas. I wish you were Merry. I'll try to say, I'm not doing it. He said, oh, you have to. So, yeah. But that's just the personality of him as he's coming.
He used to take in all the evacuees, and they used to have 11, 12 people sleeping everywhere in the house at Christmas.
And it's just that joy he's coming with this evening, not only for you, I think with everyone. He would, as you say, he would like to join every party. Let's get together, have some good food, have a bit of drink, having a good life, and that's so how lovely is that? Ain't that lovely? Ain't that lovely? But I know another one that knows that is lovely as well. That's a lady that is drawing closer to me here, and I do know with this lady here. Let me see. I don't feel with this. I feel with this lady that's when she passed. I feel like I've been in my mid-50s, maybe late 50s. Is when I passed. That's the feeling I'm getting of her here. And I do know with her. Okay, I do feel with her. I do feel family connection, but I'm not sure if it's a blood connection. It might be a Lord connection as we had here. But I do feel there is some kind of family connection there, and I do feel that there is shared memories in one form or another. I do know with her when she was when she was in her good days. She would light up the room when she walked in, like if she walked in the door down there, everybody would turn around and say, oh, that's just a presentation or the way, the energy she's coming in with. And I do feel with her, I do feel with her there have been a period of time with illness before her passing. I don't think it's that long though, but a period of time with illness. And I do feel with this illness like it has affected my throat. Feel like it has affected my throat and my breathing there. Would anybody understand this lady? You do. My good. Your sister, okay. So, but you understand with your sister there, the light she was carrying.
Yeah, she was.
I don't need a rose. I have the light. You know. So, but also have to say with your sister there that some of the shared memories. I know with her, I don't really want to talk about the last time of my life.
That's right.
I don't really want to talk about it. Don't stop asking me those questions. It doesn't bother. Yeah, you know, and that's the way she was. Oh, have a look at the bright side of life. And what I talking about here, she would like Monty Python and things like that. That kind of humor. Yeah, because she was just. Always look at the. Oh, I'm going to sing. Don't do that. But. Oh my God. But I have to say, what a bright head on your sister there, and I have to say the way she's coming in, the way she's communicating with me is. It's just what I'm talking about here with your sister as well. Would she be doing a bit of acting and things like that? Being involved with theaters, something about some acting.
Yeah, when she was younger,
When she was younger, yes, because I just know with her, I want to dress up and I want to take characters on, and it's just one thing is me and my personality. But okay, I can change my clothes. I'm a different personality, you know, and that's the way. That's yes, the way she's coming in and present herself, and okay. I'm right talking about here that you have been thinking about the Christmas cookies. You haven't really done them yet, have you?
No, I haven't done it.
No, but there's still time. There's still time, you know. It's not Christmas yet. It's not Christmas yet. It's time. You know, you have all evening, all night, you know. But I have to say, I loved you. I did love your cookies.
Yeah, that's right.
I did love your cookies, and I'm waiting for them. And the smell of them, but it also again bringing in memories. And I want to talk about memories around Christmas, but I also want to talk about memories going into the springtime with her. You understand that, and that's happy memories. And I feel like it's sisters going out together in the spring, and we're right talking about Easter time as well with your sister there. It's like it's going on traveling together, journeying together around that time there. So just a lot of lovely joyful memories from her and. You did really like this song, didn't you? We just
Yes, I did.
yeah. And I can tell you, she was singing with you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And do you know what I know? It's just her presence,
Yes.
and she know where you are, what you are at. So, if I can say, just leave a chair for me for tomorrow.
I will.
Just leave a chair for me,
I always do.
and I will sit there next to you as I used to.
No.
Okay. So if I can just leave you with your lovely sister there. Thank you for the company. Thank you. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Just a few brief notices. On Boxing Day, we reopen once again from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock for Family Fun Day. Very laid back, very informal. You can see we're all set up ready. We'd invite you to bring in a tray of food, sandwiches, whatever to share, party games. It's just, after the release of the day, come down and have some fun. We would love to see you, absolutely. New Year's Eve, Scania Price will be running a couple of gong bars here, 4 till 5 or 6 till 7. You can get tickets either on her website or see me after the service. Then on the 2nd of January, we have a wonderful evening again. Sorry. With Jack and Lola with the black eye. Love you. And we are launching our new series of events for 2023, kicking off with one of our awareness evenings where we will be discussing various aspects of spiritualism. So to kick off this series of new talks and interactive discussions, it will be about the difference between what is psychic and what is actually mediumship. So Jack and Lola will not only demonstrate the difference between the two types of messages, they will talk about it, and most importantly, engage with the people within the church to ask questions, because there's going to be quite an educational theme coming in for the Wednesday nights in 2023. I wasn't going to, so careful. I would just like to say the hugest thank you to the support given to this church. It's just been, 2022 happened and everything went up in the air and everything fell where it came down. And I'm just so blessed that Paul Church really, and it's Paul Church is you. All right? Remember that. Not the building, it's you. And you wonderful people who have supported the church throughout the years, coming down. Do you remember when we had to give our names on the doors and 2 meters apart? However they call it, socially distanced, I'll never know, because it was the complete antithesis of that. But we're all through that, and look at you all today. Look at you all sat round tables, talking, laughing, having fun. Isn't that beautiful? And the church has just gone strength to strength. So thank you.
Yes, you do.
I know. I've been motivated by Spirit, and I've been also motivated because I just want to bring people together, create this community, and you're doing it, and it's beautiful, and it's lovely, except you table over here. Watch your swap. Healers and mediums, look out. But no, it's just been fantastic, and it will continue to be fantastic, so thank you. Thank you. We're just going to have a little pause now after the closing prayer delivered by Lola.
No.
Yes. Sorry, what part of that was the debate? After the closing prayer, we will just be able to get teas, coffees, there's mulled wine, mince pies, surprise. Help yourselves. We'll have a quick look at the weather. Do you want to go outside and sing, or do you want to sing indoors? Up to you. Sing indoors. Margaret has spoken. Anybody wants to go up against the great and mighty Margaret? Good luck. So we're singing indoors then. So yeah, get yourselves a drink, have a lovely chat with our wonderful guests, and then we've got a few carols to go. So, Lola, my darling, thank you.
Surprise! First of all, I will thank you very much for letting us be here today, and you. I will just ask you to join in my prayer and maybe make it yours. So, dear God, Dear Spirit, thank you for letting us be together today. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for the love you brought in to our hearts and the light you brought in to our life today. Thank you, Lord, just for everything. Merry Christmas, everybody. Amen.
Amen. Merry Christmas. Lovely. Cracking. So, I believe we have a couple of volunteers who are going to pop out in the kitchen.
I believe so.
Well volunteered, thank you. So, when you're ready, I come out in the kitchen.
Ja, anyway.
When I was up there, mobile from me. And I literally was stuck upright, kind of my head was on the headboard and I couldn't move. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I have your seat there, please? I need that. I'm getting some more now. And I want to hear that voice.
You will.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, yeah. I know. That's right. Yeah, some more. Coming round in a minute when you've all handed your drinks. We'll go and
That's right. When we met them, we thought Morton was Morton. So, and then there's a she's an artist, she was there on, and she was always on. We said, so we thought, and then you can see had some conversation about it. There's a whole area of Hawaii. Something to do with the okay and atomic bomb and everything. So there's a church that they bought a chair for him to remember and go to that church. And they didn't understand at the time. Some of the people discussed that it didn't say Hiroshima, it says Hiroshima, something like that. We went there to thinking it was more touch. We got them all together and we were around.
Like, To me, this is just really. Oh, this is so funny. So we did
Give them a rack.
Oh, nose out. Edward! You chose wisely. It's peeing down out there, so well done. Yay. Right, George. I see no ships.
Oh, I do the lot.
I feel like I should be shopping at Aldi's. We'll be there shortly.
You've got a reserve anyway, so it's like it's not used to you might want to go 47 miles. You could do 2 days
Are we ready? Get out. Get back to Ringwood. Come on. So the first one is the first Noel. When you're ready.
Oh
in Royal David City.
Once in Royal David City stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child. He came down to earth from heaven, who is God and Lord of all, and his shelter was a stable, and his cradle was a stall. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth our Savior holy. And our eyes at last shall see him through his own redeeming love. For that child so dear and gentle is our Lord in heaven above, and he leads his children all to the place where he is gone.
You cracked it! Yes,
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don't we now again happy, fa la 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 la. Drown the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hear the new year lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous song together, fa la 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 la. Hear the song of wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
last one! Give it all!
It's very fetching, the Christmas from the back.
A lot of people say that about me. Okay.
Do you like a pillow?
Right, well, the music.
We'll sing it without the music.
We'll go without the music. So, on the count of three. Three. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bring us some figgy pudding, oh bring us some figgy pudding, oh bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, oh, right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all like our figgy pudding, we all like our figgy pudding, we all like our figgy pudding with all its good cheers. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. Happy Christmas.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Doesn't show signs of stopping. I brought some corn for Papa. Lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the snow. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.